Well, let's begin the broadcast with this big breaking news coming in now. While Indian troops are fighting off Chinese soldiers along the line of actual control, Congress continues to build a wall. After going soft on China, now the Congress JMM government has decided to revoke permission for the Border Road Organization to recruit laborers from the state. The Border Road Organization, in fact, is involved in projects in Ladakh along the LAC. The decision comes amid India's offensive along the LAC to keep a check on the dragon. The Congress JMM government has decided to revoke permission for the BRO to recruit laborers from the state of Jharkhand.
पहले स्थिति जब तक ठीक नहीं होता था तुरंत काम में हम कैसे कहेंगे कि आप चले जाइए या कोई ले जाइए। अगर कोई अभी इस स्थिति में अगर ले जाना चाहे तो भी गलत है। मजदूर के सरकार खुद यहाँ रोजगार उपलब्ध कराएगी, रोजगार खुद देगी यहाँ पर। लेकिन अभी तो पहले देश बचे, प्रदेश बचे और हम बचेंगे, उसके बाद में होगा। मतलब सरकार के द्वारा अभी तत्काल रोक है।
Well, let's go across to my colleague Prashant, who's joining us on the broadcast. We also have our executive editor Vivek Narayan with us, joining us from the newspaper. Let's first go across to Prashant. That's a shocking reaction coming in as far as revoking the order to recruit laborers from the state of Jharkhand is concerned. They are saying our priority is to keep the state safe while the standoff continues, while our forces along the LAC are fighting it off with the Chinese soldiers.
Well, that's right. It's quite bizarre to know the least, because you see the way in which first the permission was given and then the permission was revoked for the recruitment of laborers from Dumka. Now remember, Dumka is not an ordinary constituency in the state of Jharkhand. Dumka is the constituency of Hemant Soren, who happens to be the chief minister there. So clearly, on one hand, while the Jharkhand government says that perhaps our primary job at this moment is to save the lives of our people, to ensure that our laborers who have come back from various states, they stay safe, and those who are here also stay safe, and their lives matter to us the most. On the other hand, the charges that are coming up is that perhaps the Jharkhand government never wants the laborers to go and do what the BRO wants them to do. So clearly, I mean, it's being seen as a political motive now by the Jharkhand government, but we are still to hear from the top shots of the government, especially the Chief Minister. Will try to seek a reaction from him, but for now, no reaction has come in from him. Now remember, he also happens to be the local MLA of Dumka, and this particular move of revocation of permission for hiring of laborers from Dumka is something that has irked the opposition, and they are now calling it something that is politically motivated.
Right. Prashant, stay on with us. Let's also go across to Vivek Narayan. It is time to put the country first, to put India first, but Congress continues to go soft on China. And what about India's commitment? What about India's resolve? The fact that India has made it already clear to China that the construction activity will continue. India will continue to build up infrastructure on its side of the LAC.
Why we take umbrage to this decision, Swati, is twofold. One, Hemant Soren's decision, his claim that we are not sending these people to the border areas because of the risk of COVID-19 spread. Well, the entire principle, the entire thought process there is flawed. Now, it is also imperative on the state to ensure that those laborers who are there in Dumka, they are taken care of, they are financially well off, they do not die of poverty or hunger. One easy way out was that these 11,000 laborers were made to travel from Dumka to Jammu and Kashmir and other places in Ladakh and made sure they worked for Government of India. They would have been paid, they would have been well fed, their medical and other necessities would have been taken care of. All this while Indian Army does make sure that social distancing norms are followed to the T. Well, leave that alone at one point. Second, look at the crusade, the events that are happening along the border that Government of India and its forces are facing vis-a-vis China. Well, we need essentially the Chinese were most aggrieved because India was building up its frontline border areas quite well. Whether it be the roads, whether it be mountain divisions which have to be ready to be fighting the Chinese if needed, and especially this particular road that we are talking of, the Darbuk Shayok Daulat Beg Oldie Road in Ladakh. Well, these infrastructure that India is building has really aggrieved the Chinese, and that's why they are putting more and more pressure in multiple points along the border. At this point, we have a state, a Jharkhand JMM Congress-led government which has refused to let people out, also thereby making sure that these people do not get fixed wages during this period. Remember, BRO cannot be doing this work till December. The work is only from May to October. That's the window that we have. So essentially every state has to contribute, and this was a lovely opportunity for the state of Jharkhand to ensure that people are paid and you work for the nation. Swati.
Absolutely. Vivek and Prashant, thank you very much for joining us. We also have our guests on the broadcast, but before I go across to them, we have a reaction coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party, which has slammed the Congress JMM government for weakening India's fight against the dragon. Listen in to Nalin Kohli.
That's rather strange that the Jharkhand government seems to now be reversing its own decision to allow the BRO, the Border Roads Organization, to come into Jharkhand and recruit people for building border roads, and in this case allegedly in Ladakh. Why would they want to do this? Because after all, this is a national cause, something that they seem to have given permission for earlier, and now its withdrawal suddenly, without any clear reason, will obviously lead to a lot of questions and will raise doubts on what could be the motive behind this change of decision.
Well, let's go across to our guests. We're joined by political analysts on the broadcast. Vishal V. Sharma and Chetan Singh are with us. Good evening to both of you. Let me first go across to Chetan Singh. Chetan Singh, these laborers were not being asked to take part in some sort of a war. They were being asked to go there and participate in the construction activity, which has come to a halt now. India is building up infrastructure on its side of the LAC. Is the Congress and JMM doing this deliberately?
See, we need to understand here categorically what is happening here is something with regards to the concern for his own people. I think Hemant Soren is far more concerned first. Second most important point, we should not see politics in this. If we will see politics, then it is going to be deplorable. Why? I think he has got a genuine concern to protect his own people from COVID. Third, we have seen that how he has worked extensively to bring back his people either through air, through trains, special trains. He has paid their fares also. You look at the kind of magnanimity this young CM, this CM has shown because he feels connected with his own people. And specifically, if you're going to talk about Dumka is a one such district where the maximum laborers, they come from that kind of a community where they have been working all across the, regions of borders and all. So what I'm trying to say out here is that it's a time to venture together. How we can venture together, we have to see to it. Of course, China is a threat, but there would be no conventional war which we can see in a near future. We all know it's a diplomatically we have to win. We have to focus our eyes.
So what about venturing together when it comes to India? When it comes to India giving a befitting reply to China, when it comes to putting the country first. Let me also bring in Mr. Sharma. Mr. Sharma, why is there a trust deficit? As far as the safety of the laborers is concerned, the forces have made sure of that. As far as feeding the laborers or paying them on time is concerned, the BRO would have made sure of that. And as far as, keeping them safe from COVID is concerned, is Jharkhand never going to open up its business? Is Jharkhand never going to resume the economic activities fearing the COVID pandemic?
Well, the Great Wall of Congress has been built now. And this Great Wall of Congress is not only soft on China, but also non-cooperative with India. In fact, it is the Congress's China Chahat that is legendary. From the infamous Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai nonsense to the 1992 silence of the Congress government when China tested a nuclear device on the eve of Indian President Venkatraman's China visit, to the Maun Vrat of Congress's Manmohan Singh on China encroaching upon 640 square kilometers of Indian land. China has repeatedly insulted Indian pride and interests on the international arena, and yet the Congress leadership dined with the Chinese during the Doklam standoff. In fact, the Congress leadership is not in sync with the new India. You tell me, Swati, today at a time when jobs are so important, which state government in its right frame of mind would reject the opportunities for 11,000 jobs? And yet the Congress government in Jharkhand has gone ahead and cancelled it. And for which organization? They have cancelled it for the Border Roads Organization that is building roads, and to improve the connectivity of the Indian Army. And please forgive me for sounding a bit hardline on China, and correct me if I do not echo the voice of 1.5 1.3 billion Indians today. Today, the People's Republic of China is the most despised nation in the world. The United States has stopped all flights to and from China. Germany has sent it a whooping $138 billion compensation bill for COVID losses. And all that the Congress government of Jharkhand had to do was send 11,000 laborers to work for Border Roads Organization and help Indian Army build its infrastructure. And for that also, the Congress party has rejected it.
What else is it, Chetan Singh? What else is it?
See, Swati, you have correctly said the trust deficit. You see, when Vishalji started speaking, I know him well. He is not like that. But you see, what the kind of hatred he has towards this party, which is in opposition. What's the point of having the hatred? We have to talk about how we can move ahead, how we can grow ahead. See, like out here, what is important? We have two problems out here. One is COVID, another is Chinese, because they are the one who has sent this virus to us. Now you tell me there is no possibility of conventional war. First. Second most important point, I think if you want to give a reply to China, we have to give him a reply in an economic manner. Because
then what is the Jharkhand government fearing? No, but then what is the Jharkhand government fearing? Coronavirus is not going to spare anybody irrespective of where you're living unless you take precautions. And as far as the situation at the LAC is concerned, the forces are there. The forces are there.
See, Swati, we need to understand here categorically. Jharkhand government, if you don't talk about it, their tribes and all, and specifically the leader himself represents, the people of his own state. Understood, the job crises are there, but I think they are self-sufficient. They can manage it. But what is important is the life of the people. Second most important point, how come you can count in number of hands that how many opposition states are there. Third most important point, in this time of COVID, when the emergency is there, states have got very limited powers. State have got very limited power. Entire power is with the center only. So having said this, what is important? It is important to understand
these arguments are very, very contradictory in nature. Would you rather have Vishal V. Sharma, these laborers jobless in the state? Would you rather have that? And as far as the safety is concerned, like I said again, nobody is pushing the laborers to go participate in a war. They're being asked to participate in a construction activity. India's push for infra build along its side of the LAC.
Well, it's as clear as it, and yet the Congress rejects it. In fact, Chetan is saying that the state governments have very limited power. Well, they had this power to reject and they exercised that power at a time of national crisis. Mind you, Swati, the Chinese PLA stationed on India's border is a crisis and the government is facing it. And what we want, what is the least that we expect from our civilian population, from our laborers, from our state governments? Please come and aid the army. No one is telling you, okay, pick up a rifle and fight the Chinese, but at least help us build roads. And for even such a basic thing, the Congress government of Shibu Soren's son has refused it. The Congress government in Jharkhand has rejected the call when India needed it. When India needs these laborers, the Congress party-led government has failed.
Absolutely. This road is very important, very crucial for India, for our forces to keep the dragon in check, and backing off at such a crucial juncture only sends out a wrong message and makes people doubt the intentions of Congress and JMM at this point in time. Chetan Singh and Mr. Sharma, thank you very much for joining us on the debate.